So I thought this would be kind of a good time since there's no product coming out, not a lot of happening. What is good, everybody? Welcome back to Joe's Card Stash. And today we're going to talk about my PC. There's not much going on in the hobby. There's no boxes to open. We still have no idea what's happening with Topps. I don't know anything about that. I'm in the dark just like you guys. So going to be making probably a bunch of videos that are just, about random things. And I get asked a lot about, the guys I PC and why I PC them. And, I think most of the people who watch this channel know I'm a photographer and I photographed a lot of UFC fighters. So all the fighters I'm going to show you guys today are people who I have photographed before, and I'm going to show you some of the photos I took of them, show you some cards I have, talk about some cards I'm searching for these guys. So should be a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy it. As always, please, if you like this channel, please subscribe. If you're not subscribed, if you love UFC cards, trust me, subscribe to this channel. You'll enjoy it. Also, like, comment, notification bell, share this video. It really helps the channel out. And with that being said, let's get into it. Let's talk about some UFC cards. So we're going to start off with some guys that I photographed recently. These are mainly the people that I photographed while I've worked at RVCA, where I film all this stuff at. The guys that used to train here in the gym, Cheeto, Luke Rockhold, BJ Penn, Gilbert Burns. I'm going to talk about them, show you some cards that I have of them, show you some photos that I've shot of them. And then we're going to go into some guys that I photographed way before I worked here, which I think you'd be kind of surprised about. So we'll start off with my number one guy, my favorite fighter, Marlon Cheeto Vera, fighting at UFC 299 for the belt, and he's going to win it, hopefully. Cheeto's just an amazing person. It just, seeing him in the gym, he trained here every day for 4 or 5 years, and I just witnessed him pushing himself firsthand, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone with just more drive and determination to become champ. And he believes in his mind that he's going to get there, and I truly hope he can, because I've just watched him work his ass off. And I think that's why I like collecting him so much, because I was here for so many of the big moments that you've seen. I was here when Aldo choked him out. I was here when he knocked out Frankie Edgar. I was here when he knocked out Dominic Cruz, went to war with Rob Font, got beat by Corey Sandhagen, so I just feel so invested in his career that it's super fun to collect his cards. Mainly what I'm looking for right now, at least this year, my big plan is I want rookie cards of all of these guys that I'm going to show you today. And Cheeto, I do have his rookie card right here. This is his 2021 Select. It's interesting, his first card was actually an auto. He only had an auto in the set, which is unusual, but it's kind of cool. I love the card. I love his look, and it's one of my favorite cards. I do like this card, but a lot of times you'll notice with this video, I have cards that I like, but I want to upgrade. This one I want to upgrade. I want to find the gold version of this. So if any of you guys know out there that have seen one of these, a gold Select 21 Cheeto Vera, I'm a buyer. I'm looking for it. One came up for auction and I just missed it. I think I was, underbid by just a little bit, and I kicked myself for it. So really, really want to find that card if I can. But until then, I have this and I'm happy with it. This was, the first Cheeto card I had, and it's just a rad card. So next guy I want to talk about is Mr. Gilbert Burns. Gilbert also was sponsored by RVCA, but he didn't come here very much. He trains in Florida. So he was only in here a couple times, but when he was, I got a chance to photograph him. And he's just the warmest, just an amazing guy, like willing to stop and talk to you, and at any point never feels too cool or like any of that shit. Just an amazing dude. I really enjoyed my time I spent with him. And he was awesome. And he is actually a rookie in also the same set, 21 Select. This was actually a gift, this card. I think it was, I'm going to kill myself if I don't, I think it was Turnit that gave me this. But I can't tell you for sure. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. But so amazing that somebody sent me a gold Gilbert Burns rookie card. And I got it graded, and I got a 9. All the cards in my PC, I want to have a 9, a PSA 9 or above. So that's what I'm really shooting for. So very happy with a 9. Don't need the 10. This is perfectly good for me. Gold Disco, really cool card. yeah, that's my Gilbert Burns card. Actually, I'm pretty satisfied with him with this for right now, so I'm not really looking for any Gilbert Burns cards at the moment. Next person I want to talk about is the Prodigy BJ Penn. One of the coolest moments I had in here was to photograph BJ Penn. He lives in Hawaii, but he comes here often. He's very close with the owner that used to be here all the time. So BJ would come in very often, a couple times a year, and he would train in the gym. The gym here was actually built for him when he was, fighting quite a lot. And, so I got to photograph him a couple times. I mean, he's not training super hard anymore, but when he was, I get to photograph him. And I mean, that's just a legend. I can't say more about that. It's just, photographing someone of that magnitude in this sport is really cool. And I also have his rookie card. This is a huge card for me. This PSA 9, these round 1 cards are so hard to get PSA 9s in, and I got it on the first try. Love this card. And usually the photographs on these cards aren't that great, but this is a great action shot of BJ with hair, and dude just about to pummel this dude, and the dude's just blocking. I just love this card. So yeah, not actually looking to upgrade my BJ Penn card either, but very, very happy to have that, and just very cool that I got to photograph him. And next is Mr. Luke Rockhold. I photographed Luke quite a few times here. He was here often with Cheeto, and he's kind of a quirky guy. I didn't actually get to know him that well, kind of till the end, till actually he left the UFC and was training for Bare Knuckle, and I got to talk to him a little bit more then. But just a fascinating dude. He really is, and he's had an amazing career. I actually don't have his rookie card. I'm searching for that. It's in 21 Finest. I'd love a low-numbered version of his rookie card. Not 21, 2012 Finest. I do have this autograph, though. This was from my friend Luke MMA. Follow his YouTube channel if you get a chance. It's MMA Love. He pulled this, I believe, out of 2016. What is this? 2016 Knockout? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it is Knockout. 2016 Knockout. It's out of 199. Cool card, cool photo. So Luke knew I was collecting him, so he sent this to me, which is really, really cool. But still looking for his rookie card. If anyone sees one out there, anything low numbered, 2012 Finest Luke Rockhold rookie card. And lastly is Rose Namajunas. Rose, again, doesn't live here, but she came in a few times to train, and actually she had a whole line of clothes here, so I got to photograph her out on the beach and just doing normal stuff. So really cool watching her train and getting to know her a little bit, and then spending the day with her all around Costa Mesa. Super fun. I also don't have her rookie card. Hers is 2015 Knockout. I like the Knockout one. She has a couple, but I like the Knockout where she's kicking. I forget who she's kicking. But looking for a low numbered one of that as well. So anybody out there sees that, let me know. I'd love a Rose Namajunas rookie. And so that's it for all the RVCA people. Now let's go a little bit farther back. So a lot of people know that I work for RVCA. I've shot photos with Cheeto and Gilbert and all that stuff. But what a lot of people don't know is that way before I worked here, back in 2010 and 2011, so almost 15 years ago, I used to work for UFC Magazine. I actually worked for a whole bunch of magazines. I wasn't specific to UFC Magazine. I was working for all different types of magazines at the time. But one of the editors that used to hire me in different music magazines and stuff started working at UFC Magazine, which had just started up. And he contacted me and said, hey, you want to photograph some UFC fighters? And I said, sure. I was not a big fan at the time. I was basically a casual fan. Back then I knew of, Chuck Liddell, I knew GSP, I knew Anderson Silva, people like that, but I didn't know, smaller fighters. So a lot of the people that he contacted me to go photograph, I didn't really know who they were or anything about them. But looking back at it now, it's super cool because I'm so fascinated with the UFC. So it's fun to look at this stuff. And actually, so when I thought about doing this video, I was like, oh, I need to go find those old UFC magazines that have my photos in them, and I couldn't find them anywhere. I think I lost them. So, eBay is amazing. I was able to go on eBay and find all these old issues of UFC magazine that have my photos in them. So I'm going to show you the photos in the magazine. show you some, flash some photos on the screen that I have that are, different ones. And then I'm going to show you the cards I'm trying to find for these guys. So the first one is from this issue, which is, I don't know, June, July of 2010. Okay, so 2010. And this was a big one. I remember this. It's so fun to go through these magazines. You should see like all the old ads, like Chuck and Rich Franklin, Tito. I mean, so much like that's a sick photo of Rampage. Just so much like tap out and affliction gear and stuff like that. But anyway, my photo is this one. Rich Franklin, and the article was called "The Substitute" because he was stepping in for Tito to face Chuck Liddell, and the magazine's idea was they wanted to shoot him in a classroom because he's like a substitute teacher, and he actually was a teacher for a while. So I think that was the other idea. He's in a classroom because he's a teacher. So we rented a school, so we were able to shoot inside a school with Rich. And, we drew all these like math equations on the board, and he was super cool. It was really, really fun. And then after we shot this photo for the cover, we went into a locker room at the school and shot that photo. I like that one a lot too. Amazing dude. It was really cool to spend time with him. And after that, well, recently, because, I photographed him, I got his rookie card. Also round one. This is the best version I've been able to find it as far as a clean card. I don't know how this is going to do. I'm hoping it gets a 9. If it gets a 9, I'm going to keep it. If not, I'm going to keep looking for a cleaner one. So if anybody knows a really, really good version of the Rich Franklin round one card, I am looking for it. And, I'm trying to get it graded. This one's off to grading next. But yeah, so Rich Franklin. Next one is from, when is this? March 2010, and this one was which? I don't remember what this is. Sorry, I should have been more prepared. Well, we can kind of flip through it, which is pretty fun. Anderson Silva, look at that clothing. This might be, oh, it's Brandon Vera. Okay, so I got asked to photograph Brandon the Truth Vera, this guy right here. He was opening a Filipino restaurant with his family, and that's what the article was about, like being, this Filipino fighter and the fact that he was, opening this restaurant with his family. So they wanted him photographed at the restaurant. So I went there, and they had this cool wall with all these different colors, so I thought that would be a cool shot to shoot him at. And then I think I have another one in here. Oh yeah, that's him with, the counter with all the food. Great thing about photographing people in a restaurant, if they, own it or whatever, you get fed. And dude, the food was amazing. So was super hyped on Brandon. He gave me amazing Filipino food, so it was really cool. I do not have a Brandon Vera card. I want his rookie card as well. I believe it's also in round one. I just haven't found one that I think is good enough to get graded. So if anyone sees a Brandon Vera rookie card from round one, let me know. Looking for really clean, trying to get a 9. And the next UFC magazine is from March 2011, and this was Mike Pyle, I believe. Field Combat. Yeah. So this was Mike Quicksand Pyle. And for this one, since he lived in Vegas and his nickname's Quicksand, they wanted to shoot him in the desert. We went up to these sand dunes and had him hike through the sand. We're out in the desert. It was super fun. And I love stuff like that, where I get out in the world and just get to hang out with somebody and do something cool. So we shot that, and then I shot that photo right there. And really cool guy again. I keep saying that over and over again. All these guys are amazing. It's so fun to spend time with them. And, cool thing about UFC fighters, not a lot of ego. They're happy to do what they got to do, and they're usually really easy to shoot and hang out with. So Mike Pyle, again, don't have his rookie card. I think he's 2010. I think it's like knockout or something like that. But I'm on the lookout for a low-numbered Mike Pyle rookie. Tell me if you guys see that. And the last one, which I couldn't find the magazine for this one, but it was the last shoot I did for them, and it was Dan Hardy, who I really like. Dan Hardy has a YouTube channel now where he dissects fights, and it's really, really cool. So I photographed Dan Hardy. I'll show you the photos on the screen. I have them on my computer. I just don't have the magazine. But I got to photograph him at like a mechanic, I think, place where he was working on his car. He had a really amazing car. So we photographed him and his girlfriend in his car and then in this like mechanic's garage. So really cool to spend time with him, especially now that, you know, like I see like he's very, very intelligent about fighting and stuff like that. So really cool. I do have his rookie card. This was also from Luke, MMA Love sent me this. His gold rookie from round 2. I think this is, it's not numbered, but it's a short print. Very cool card. This is really clean too. I think this could either 9 or 10. So love this card. This is right around the time that I shot him. I think I shot him maybe a year or two after this. Maybe, yeah, I guess it would be 2 years after this. But Dan Hardy rookie. I'm actually not looking for any of his cards because I got this one. And that's it. That's all I wanted to share. You know, it's like kind of show and tell. I just wanted to show you guys some things, and hopefully you can help me find some cards. So please hit me up in the comments if you've seen any of these cards I was talking about that I'm looking for. And I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you found it interesting. And as always, you know, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.